Hey, back again with another video from Digital Marketing Fast. Come. And today I'm going to be talking about work at home jobs you can have even if you have kids. You can do these jobs at home even if you're raising kids, even if you have a family, even if you're married, even if you're single. Doesn't matter. You can still make something happen from home, regardless if you have kids or not. So, I know sometimes if you have children in the mix, your schedule can sometimes be hectic. I don't have kids yet, but I can understand. I can't relate, but I can understand. So, one of the things that you can do since you have kids and you're already at home is you can start a daycare center, or you can babysit other people's kids, or eventually, once you start babysitting other people's kids, and once you take on so many kids, after a couple months, couple years, whichever the case, you can start a full-fledged 100% daycare center. And it doesn't have to be at your house. It can be somewhere else. It's like I know a woman back at home where I'm from. She actually started babysitting other people's kids out of her house. She started with like 2 kids. Then went to 5 kids. And then what she did is she invested some money to have an additional part added on to her house. It's a section where it's for the kids to play. I mean, it's like an entirely different area of her house. She added on, and she wrote the amount off for taxes. And she started a full-fledged 100% daycare center. And now I think she got about 20 something kids, So that's how she got started. And she came up with the idea because she was already at home anyway, babysitting her own two. She had 2 kids at the time. And other people in the neighborhood needed someone to take care of their kids. So she volunteered, charged them, I don't know, probably $100 at the time, $100 a week, something like that. And then it started being more and more, kids, and she started running out of room. So she said, hey, why don't I just add on an additional space and I'll have more than enough room to get my paperwork right as far as having a daycare center and being certified and all that stuff. I don't know the qualifications. I know it differs from state to state. That's all I know. But she lives in South Carolina. So I don't think it's the process in South Carolina. It's not that complicated, So that's what she did, and I think it's a good idea, So that's one thing you can do working from home. Next, you can be a tutor. You can teach, and teaching you can teach. My goodness, anything today. There's always somebody that's willing to pay you to learn something new today. I'm talking like anything people want to learn, they're willing to pay somebody to teach them today. I mean, that's just, it is what it is. So the possibilities are endless, really. You know, I mean, some people want to learn how to speak English, which is pretty common. You can place ads on Craigslist telling people that you have tutoring services or some type of private lessons. I'm talking anything. People want to learn all kinds of. Some people want to learn how to use social media. Some people want to sell stuff on Craigslist. Some people want to, they need an editor. I mean, some people want to learn how to do math better. You name it. Just go on Craigslist or talk to people in your neighborhood where you live at or in your city where you live at. Some people need additional help, maybe at after school or after college, their college classes, or the possibilities are endless, man. You know, I can go on and on and on. You know, I know with a lot of people that's starting small businesses or side hustles on the side, their biggest problems is that they don't know how to get more clients. So you can definitely help people, show people how to get more clients. Like a lot of these people that have, they get involved in the Avon and what's the other company? Uh, Mary Kay and Melaleuca, Amway. A lot of these people don't know how to get their own leads. So I would teach them. I used to do this, by the way. I used to teach these people how to get their own leads, and I would charge them. I don't know. I think back then it was about, I don't know. I charged $500. I charged them $500 back then, and that's some of the best lessons they ever got from anybody. Because most people don't know how to get their own leads. They don't know how to do it. So I mean, once I showed them how to do it, my God, they almost was like, I was like a lifesaver to them. See, there's an art and a science to getting clients. You just have to learn how to draw a crowd, like a street magician. A street magician know how to draw a crowd. So you got to take that same philosophy everywhere you go, whether it's online, offline, wherever around the world. See, that's the skill set that I have. I know how to draw a crowd. Whether I'm right here, Facebook, YouTube, whether I'm down at the bar in another country, I know how to draw a crowd. That's my skill set. And if you know how to draw a crowd, you're never going to be you're never going to be in situations where you feel, I don't know, limited or stuck or you know homeless. I'm never going to be homeless. I can say that because at this point I know too many people to be homeless. I'm not going to be homeless. And see, the thing that I learned is if you want to do anything major in a major way, you have to get around people. It's all about the people. It's not about the product, not about the pay plan. It's not about the opportunity. It's all about the people. That's what it's all about. Once you come to that realization, Everything else is going to be simple. Next, you can rent a host using Airbnb websites, or you can probably use Craigslist. Like you can, let's say if you have a apartment and you have a spare room, you can rent that out for, I don't know, whatever people are willing to pay for. Probably $60, $80, whatever. Or if you have, or you can rent, if you have a house or a condo, you can rent the whole thing out for the whole weekend. There's people that do that with Airbnb. And especially if you live in a tourist spot like Miami or Myrtle Beach or Fort Lauderdale or where else? New Orleans. You rent the whole spot out, top dollar. People is willing to do that. So you can rent your spot out, rent your room out. You can rent your car out. People are doing that now. So hey, if you got a spare car, spare bedroom, hey man, possibilities are endless. Next, you can get in. You can become a photographer. Now, I think this is probably one of the most lucrative opportunities to be a photographer because I don't know too many people that's photographers. To be honest, I only know two off the top of my head. That's it. I mean, I know a lot of people with cameras, of course, but people that's full fledged 100% photography, they they do weddings, they do corporate events. They do all what concerts, and they work with celebrities. I don't know too many people that do that. Only two people off the top of my head. Plus, you can make money with photos by uploading to the old stock photo sites. So there's a lot of different opportunities when it comes to pictures. You can make money with clients. You can make money with websites online, uploading your pictures. You can, what else you can do? You can teach people how, you can educate people on how you made it to be in photography. You can, if I was a photographer, I would start a YouTube channel and have someone follow me and give them like video footage behind the scenes. That's what I would do if I was a photographer. I haven't seen anybody do like that. Maybe I should call one of my friends. He's a photographer. Maybe I should call him and let him know what the deal is. You can take advantage of that. Because you can uh, create opportunities by you know just being visible online. Because again, you know the if the concept is if people see you, if people keep seeing you online, if you stay in front of people long enough, they're going to want to do business with you. That's how that is. Because if you're out of sight, you're out of mind. But if you stay in front of people and you're everywhere but nowhere all at the same time, hey man, people are gonna warm up to you. They're going to begin to like you. And whenever they need something from you, whenever they need help, then they're going to contact you because they're going to feel like they know you, like you, and trust you. That's how that works. Next, you can bake. Now I have a friend that does this. She bakes cakes, cupcakes. Um, yeah, that's pretty much her specialty. Cakes, really, and cupcakes. She started doing this. People at her job started asking about, hey, I think one time she told me that it was a party. She baked a cake. She took the cake to the party. People liked it, and and then it started from there. One person said they wanted a cake like that, and it went on from there and there. And she started charging people. And before you know it, she said, there's ought to be more and more and more people. And then she started a full-fledged 100% cupcake business in Charlotte, North Carolina. You know, and the funny thing is, she didn't have the confidence that she could do it. I kept telling her, "You can do it," and then she just kept moving forward. And then when it took off, then she got like, then she can't even keep up with orders. That's how crazy it is. She had to hire people, 2 3 people to help her out. And once that happened, once the thing shot off, once she started getting orders like crazy, she came back to me and said, "Hey, you was right." I said, "Hey, I told you you could do it the whole time. You know, you just gotta be, you just gotta believe in yourself. That's all." And next, this is my favorite. You can get into direct sales that I just mentioned. You can get it with companies like Avon, Mary Kay, Pepper Chef. Uh, there's a lot of these companies out there. Amway, YTB. You get into direct sales. And what I like about direct sales, or some people call it network marketing, MLM, man. What I like about it is you have instant access to a network of people. That's what I like about it the most. You know, I didn't have to go down to the street, go to the bar to meet people. I didn't have to, go to the mall to meet people. I didn't have to go to the conference to meet people. I didn't have to do none of that. All I had, as soon as I got involved with this business opportunity, I had instant access. Because most of these companies have little, somebody in these companies have little mini meetup groups in these cities, and they have the conferences probably twice a year for the most part, either once or twice a year. But outside of the big conferences, they have like these little mini meetups. So it's usually like the top leaders, top guys, or top girls. They'll have little mini meetups at least once a month, sometimes twice a month. And you go there and you talk, congregate, get with these people, because 9 times out of 10, some of these people are making top dollars. They're making that money. So you need to stand close to the money, you know. And the whole idea is you want to pick their brains, see how they became successful. Now, the idea is to learn from people that's you know came before you. Now, this is another thing to keep in mind, that the way they went about it might not work for you. You have to find your own way, because we're all different people. Now, see, a lot of people are under the assumption that, hey, if I do the same thing that this person did, that everything is supposed to work. It doesn't work that way. Some of the stuff might work, but not all of it. So just keep that in mind. You're gonna have to make adjustments. That's called life. Living life. So next, you can what's the other thing? You can get into publishing, the publishing business, which is probably the most lucrative one of the most lucrative businesses out here today is the publishing business. And when I say publishing, it's kind of a broad, you know, phrase, but publishing could be anything from books, blogging, doing videos. You can become a copywriter, writing sales letters, white papers, brochures. Um, so you could be in the music. You know, you could be working with tech companies. So there's a lot of different levels to the game of publishing. You know, it really is. And the last but not least is you can help people, assuming that you're good in the web business, like creating websites, or you're good with social media. If that's the case, you can help other people do the same thing as you did if you're good with using social media. Like, for example, I've been online for a long time. I've been, as far as creating websites, blogs, using social media, and I've helped other people accomplish the same results as me. I used to do that. So if that's you, if you're good with social media, if you're good at using Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, if you're good at drawing a crowd, maybe that's something you should think about teaching other people, because you're already doing it by yourself. So maybe that's something that you can charge people a fee. Could be one-on-one, or it could be a course, online course. Could be a book you could write. It could be an audio product or video product. Maybe that's something you can create and either sell it to people directly, or you could have people show up at a physical place and teach them. It's either or, and charge them. It's either or, really. You know. So hey, any questions, any concerns? Leave your comments below. Like and subscribe this video. And if you want to learn how. Peace.